Ever noticed how some people just make you feel truly heard? Like, you could talk to them for hours, and they seem to get you on a deeper level? That's the magic of active listening. Active listening is more than just hearing the words your date is saying. It's about being fully present in the moment and engaging with their thoughts and emotions. It's like being an attentive audience to a captivating storyteller. When you actively listen, you're not just waiting for your turn to speak. You're tuning into what they're really saying, both verbally and non-verbally. So, how can you master this essential skill and create that spark of chemistry? Eye contact. When you're engaged in conversation, your eyes can be your greatest ally. Make consistent eye contact to show you're fully immersed in what your date is saying. It doesn't mean staring them down, but rather holding their gaze comfortably. This simple act signals your genuine interest and helps build a connection. Avoid interrupting. We've all been there. Someone's telling a story, and you can't wait to jump in with your own thoughts. But hold that thought. Let your date finish speaking before you respond. It shows respect and allows the conversation to flow naturally. It's amazing how much more you can learn about someone when you give them the space to express themselves. Affirming gestures. Sometimes words aren't enough to show you're engaged. Nodding, smiling, and mirroring your date's expressions are powerful nonverbal cues. They convey empathy and understanding, and they make your date feel validated. Imagine sharing a story and seeing someone nod along. It feels like they're right there with you, doesn't it? Showing genuine interest. Ever been on a date where you felt like you were the most fascinating person in the room? It's like a magnet. You're drawn in because they're genuinely interested in who you are. Let's uncover how to create that magnetic connection. Showing genuine interest in your date goes beyond polite conversation. It's about diving into who they are, what makes them tick, and what lights them up inside. When you show true curiosity about their life, dreams, and experiences, you're telling them, "You matter to me." Here's how you can show genuine interest and ignite that spark. Ask open-ended questions. Instead of sticking to yes or no questions, dive into open-ended ones that encourage detailed responses. Questions like, what's the most memorable trip you've ever taken? Or, what's something you're passionate about but don't get to talk about often? Allow your date to share their stories and insights. It's an invitation to a deeper conversation. Follow up on their responses. Imagine your date mentions they've always wanted to learn to play the guitar. Don't just nod and move on. Follow up with questions like, what sparked your interest in the guitar? Or, do you have a favorite guitarist? This shows that you're not just hearing words but are genuinely interested in the details of their life. Relate, but don't overshadow. Sharing your own experiences can be a great way to build rapport, but make sure you're not overshadowing their stories. If they're talking about their love for hiking, you can share your own favorite trails or adventures, but always bring the focus back to them with questions like, how do you prepare for a hike? Or, what's your dream hiking destination? Showing genuine interest can turn a casual chat into a meaningful dialogue. But what if you could make your dates unforgettable? Creating memorable experiences. Think back to the most memorable date you've ever had. Was it the place, the activity, or just the incredible connection you felt? Creating shared experiences can turn any date into a lasting memory. Creating memorable experiences is like adding the perfect spice to your date. It takes a good time and makes it unforgettable. When you share unique activities or moments, you build a treasure trove of memories that strengthen your connection. It's about making the ordinary extraordinary. Creating memorable experiences adds a unique flavor to your dates, making them stand out in your memory. But to truly cultivate chemistry, there's one more element we need to explore: being authentic and vulnerable. Being authentic and vulnerable. Ever felt an instant bond with someone who was just real with you, flaws and all? Authenticity and vulnerability are like superpowers when it comes to sparking emotional connection. Being authentic and vulnerable isn't just about sharing your highlight reel, it's about showing who you are, warts and all. When you let your guard down and reveal your true self, you invite your date to do the same, creating a deeper, more genuine connection. It's the difference between a polished facade and a real human connection. Authenticity and vulnerability can turn a simple date into a meaningful exchange that leaves a lasting impact. When you combine this with active listening, genuine interest, and creating memorable experiences, you're well on your way to cultivating true chemistry. So, the next time you're on a date, remember these tips. Be present, be curious, make memories, and above all, be yourself. That's the magic formula for sparking emotional connection and building lasting chemistry. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more dating insights. And don't forget to share your own experiences in the comments. We'd love to hear how you've created connections on your dates. Until next time, happy dating!